My name's Russell Howard. Welcome to the show I'm doing with my friend Jon.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Well,
feel a bit sick.
Dear listeners, Jon's had... Tell them about your morning, mate.
Oh, what a morning I've had. 4:45 I got up this morning.
Already it sounds like our show. I'm leaning over like a garden fence. You're right there, Jon? Oh, dear. Tell them what happened, right? I'll begin the story. This is how I met Jon this morning. Me and Adam Deneen were getting into the lift. There's no metaphor. It's a lift, Jon. Jesus. And we were there, and we're sort of going up. And Jon said,
"You're not going to do the full thing," I said, though, are you?
"Oh, can I please?" Say
no.
It? Oh, come on.
No,
please.
You can do the second half.
And I thought I was going to be sick. That doesn't really work, does it? Okay, we'll just do. It's the beginning of the show. I'll do the first half later. So Jon gets into the lift and went, "Oh, diddle-a-diddle-a-da, and I thought I was going to be sick." So take it from there.
I was on the plane this morning, flying down from Glasgow.
Oh, Glasgow.
And I thought I was going to be sick. Yeah. I had to get a sick bag.
Which is terrifying, isn't it?
Yeah.
But he couldn't find one, right? So Jon can't find a sick bag, but he's industrious, so he looks into his bag, knowing there'll be something in there. There's a carrier bag there, and you contemplated chucking in that, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Luckily, I'd had to buy some red lentils from Sainsbury's yesterday, so I kept the carrier bag. And but it's got holes in the bottom of it.
Right.
So that would have only been a temporary solution at best.
Have you ever thrown up on a plane before?
No.
Oh, it's scary as hell. It's horrible when it happens because you're making that noise and you can feel everyone else around you getting sick.
Yeah.
I was next to my dad, and my dad was going mental. Honestly, he went just ape, just kind of like having a go at me for being sick. But I was having to pass. I did about 3 of them, and then there's a slight element of pride when you've kind of gone, yeah.
Oh, the woman next to me was not amused. I had to lean across her to press the call button because it was when we were coming into land and we were in the cloud. As soon as we got through the cloud, I was fine when I could see stuff. But in the cloud, I got a bit confused.
Right.
So I had to lean across this woman and the stewardess went, "Is everything all right?" And I went, "Can I have a
you said
sick bag, please?"
You said it in Scottish.
She did.
Oh, no, but you replied in Scottish. "Oh, I need a sick bag."
Aye. Something's not right in my tummy.
Lovely stuff. It's difficult, isn't it? I mean, it's slightly racist, but it's difficult not to speak like them when you're there.
Oh, yeah.
You just find yourself just such a beautiful way of speaking, but you can't. It's one of those accents, you think you're right, you're spinning along, and then all of a sudden... I had a bizarre incident that occurred at my gig. I did a gig, basically the Glasgow Comedy Festival was on the minutes, and if you came to my show at the stand, thanks very much, and yeah, it was a little bit odd, because halfway through it, this girl had a seizure, right? Which is horrific, and sort of your Britishness kicks in, so the gig stopped, and it was lovely. Everyone just instantly, I put the mic down, and we kind of helped her out. She was because she was having an epileptic fit, you've got to put like something underneath her head in case she hurts herself, right? And this went on for about 5 minutes, just everyone's giving her lots of space, being wonderful, and she's just very gently sort of swaying back and forth, right? And the DJ, over in the corner of the room, very slowly popped on a tune, and you just sat there in the middle of this going, "What are you doing? What?" And it's that horrible thing when this Scottish guy was wonderful afterwards went, "Oh, that was a bit weird, wasn't it?" And you're like, "Yeah, it was a bit odd." And he went, "Do you know why I hated? No. Well, I'm supposed to be worrying about that girl, but in the back of my head, my brain's going, is that Snoop Dogg or is that Dre?" And he couldn't get it out because he popped on 50 cents. "I take it to the candy shop." Oh, in the middle of this horrific thing.
You don't put on a rap ballad there.
You do not. Well, it's a song saying basically, who doesn't love a blowjob? Not now. It was the most incredible moment, and everyone, it was just about 200 people just looking at this DJ. It just went, "I just do my job." Not now. Incredible moment. And you were in Glasgow yesterday supporting Alan Carr. That was fun.
That was amazing, yeah, very nice.
1,800 people.
A little bit too much wine afterwards. What are you supposed to do when you've just done a gig for 1,800 people in a big theatre, except drink?
The joys of working with a man who has problems.
A Uniball micro eye.
Have you found your special pen?
Yeah, as in it come loose in my bag.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'll be alright.
In fairness, that is a cracking pen.
It's a good pen.
It's fine, and you can really... It's almost like it's stabbing when you're writing.
No, the opposite. It's
really?
like ice skating.
That's a better... Yes, correct. Although, isn't ice skating popular these days?
Yeah, it's because of that silly programme, isn't it?
It is. It was amazing. I was outside the ice rink in Bristol, and it was packed. It was lovely, because it was full of... There was obviously like a punk day at the Academy, which is next to the ice rink. So you've got these people who are massive fans of Duncan Blue and people who love The Clash just milling outside. It was great.
I don't know when being famous started being about doing stuff that you're rubbish at rather than doing stuff that you can do.
Yeah. Who do that?
You're a good DJ. Did you not see those links off the top? They
Yeah,
were unbelievable.
Exactly.
People were listening to Natasha, and then all of a sudden they were listening to you, and
Exactly.
they didn't know how it happened.
That's
Because they
audacious.
just slid straight through.
Two comedians who find ourselves broadcasting now. We're broadcasters, apparently. So,
Yeah.
so tell us more about the airport.
Oh, something made me really angry this morning at the airport.
Who'd have thought it?
4:45 a.m.
Dun dun dun.
Well,
Which
if
is
you can imagine that.
traditionally when you're at your most angry.
Yeah, well, yeah, very much so. Livid I was. And a really nice hotel as well, so I felt I was being cheated out of my money by not being in it. I
Right.
should get my money's worth
Oh,
and
yeah,
stay
yeah.
there till 12.
Well, maybe pop back in the future.
I had one of them showers where water comes out of the wall at the
Oh,
side.
that's incredible, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It wasn't. It was rubbish.
What?
I turned it on and it just thought, yeah, I'm getting wet from the side. Most of it's going on the floor.
Right.
That's a bit rubbish. so I
Possibly,
just turned it
possibly
back.
move yourself towards the flow.
I was sort of in. I'm not really wide enough.
Did you not run about?
I couldn't get all 6 jets.
6 jets.
Yeah.
That's a jetting noise, in case anyone. So where are they? They come from the top.
Top and then in the side of the wall, like laterally.
So you've got what 5 other ones?
I had 6 in the wall,
Yeah.
riveted, and water coming out of the roof. Yeah.
Wow.
But it was pretty rubbish.
And why were you upset? What was the
Oh, I got to the airport, right, and I checked in, and then as I was going from the check-in, there was a woman there working for a credit card company at
Yep.
4:45 in the morning who said to me, "Excuse me, have you got a spare moment for a chat?"
Yep.
There's no such thing as a spare moment at 4:45 a.m.
I'll give you that.
Every minute allotted before 5 a.m. has been carefully planned because you should be in bed.
Yeah.
Nobody has ever set their alarm for 4:45 and thought, I'll set it for 22 in case anyone fancies a chat.
Absolutely.
What a ridiculous question. I wish I'd noted the credit card company so I could say to people, if you have a credit card with this company, the reason you pay so much interest is so that they can pay women to ask rhetorical, ridiculous questions
Whoa.
first thing in the morning.
She has not got you at a good time.
What a stupid thing to do, 4:45 in the morning. Have you got a spare moment? Do I look like it? I'm about to be sick into a bag.
Playing the voice of reason, the young lady has a job to do. She has people to ask.
But why is she doing it at
Oh,
4:45?
listen to the- why me?
My-
I should be in a shower that I didn't enjoy because I'm not fat enough. How angry can you get? You've literally got upset because you're not fat enough to enjoy. What's happened to the lights?
Oh.
That was a bit weird. That's got all lovely in the studio that suddenly came over all nice. But, you know, come on, she's got to ask people.
No, she hasn't.
Yes, she does.
When they said,
She probably
Talina,
doesn't even
you're
work
on
there.
the 3 till 10 shift this morning, she should have gone, not being funny, Barry, I know you're my boss and all, but who's going to sign up for a credit card between the hours of 3 and 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning?
Me?
You?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
No.
She's probably just lonely. She's probably, like, you know, unstable or something. She doesn't even work for a credit card company. She just wants to meet people.
Right.
She saw you, she thought, look at him.
She should go speed dating.
Yeah, she should. Have you ever gone speed dating?
No.
It's fantastic, wouldn't it? What? This? The microlight barophone, whatever it's called. Special pen. Ding. Next.
A minute's not really long enough. I've written you a questionnaire. Take it away. Get back to me.
See, that'd be the mate. Any girl that's lasting 3 minutes with you is done spectacularly well. That's a white knuckle ride, isn't it? Just coming out. How'd you go on? I think I got it all right. And then at the end I said love, and I knew that I'd spell L-U-V, and I knew that he was reading the word, because you do that, you
I
read the
do
words.
read the words in my head, yeah.
Yeah.
3 minutes is too long to chat with someone you don't really know. I can't fill 3 minutes. I don't like meeting new people, because I've at best got about a minute and a half before we both just look at each other and go,
Anyway.
so
Yeah.
I'll probably just gone into that dark room.
I did that yesterday, though. I met some mates of mine that I haven't seen. I was telling you about it earlier. I haven't seen them since about 1998.
Yeah, well, you changed, didn't you?
I
Moved
have.
up in the world.
Oh, it was horrible, though, because, like, you just don't know how to get... They're, like, still my friends, and they're still really funny and lovely, but I haven't seen them since we were, like, 18, since we were kids and that. And, like, one of the last memories I have of us is playing a game where we were bouncing 20p's off a table and making them land in a cup that was full of spirits, and then you had to either drink or nominate who was going to drink. It's like a classic kind of drinking game. And we forced my friend Jamie, who wasn't there yesterday, to drink it. And what you've got to do when you're drinking the gin and all the manky sort of juices and that, you've got to catch the 50p in your teeth and then spit it back out. He swallowed the 50p, and rather than going that this is a scene of an emergency, we were all laughing a little bit because he looked like he was dying. And my friend Alan started giving him the Heimlich. Well, that looks like you're just trying to bum your mate. So you're sat there watching whilst and we were just remembering that yesterday, and he never got rid of that 50p. Legend still says it's inside him somewhere.
Well, I don't think it is.
Well, how do you know?
I'm willing... Well, no, I don't know. But I'm willing to be fairly confident that that's passed through.
Lovely. Well, let's have some more. Hey, on that note, it's Mother's Day.
It is Mother's Day.
Yeah, we should chat about that. What have you got your mum?
Nothing.
Have you not?
No.
This is awkward.
We don't really do Mother's Day, though.
Well,
she doesn't really like it because it's commercial.
Well, that's his awkward. I sent her a letter earlier and she said thanks very much.
Did you?
Yeah.
You don't really know her address, and you can't write.
I've been told to stop the Lily Allen atrocities by text. If you love Rufus so much, why don't you play him? I will do.
You've been told to stop playing Lily Allen or stop having a go at Lily Allen?
No, stop playing her, I think.
Right.
But, you know, we can't make our mind up whether we like her or not.
No, I made my mind up on that one. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Shame for you. I don't like that.
I quite like Alfie. I think
That is a 4% belter.
4%. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, have you seen the new trailer for the Transformers film?
No.
Oh, it looks really good. Right, it does, but it's a bit weird.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah. God, that was properly Russell Howard the caricature of.
Yeah, exactly.
robots.
Yeah. Your eyes lit up as well.
Yeah, well, because me and Keris were going to watch it yesterday, and but we went to watch the number 23. Have you seen that?
No.
Give it a miss. Anyways, John's not very well, so people are suggesting full English and orange juice
Oh, yeah.
gives you all the nutrients you need, plus 3 metillium. Good for nausea. What's metillium? That might not be reading for me.
I tell you what,
Can you see that? I bet that's a drug reference that I've read out like a full.
Right.
3 metillium. Does anyone?
No, it means nothing. A full English breakfast fills me up for the day. I can't eat anything for the rest of the day if I have a cooked breakfast.
Well, we'll test that theory one day when you and me are waking up next to each other spooning. I'll cook you a breakfast.
How could you go from an anecdote about going to watch a film with your girlfriend and suddenly I'm getting...
Spooned. I'll put it about, mate. For the good of the show.
Right.
We were saying this earlier. We both have sex with Sven-Goran Eriksson, if only for... Not now, obviously.
Yeah,
When
for a call-up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who else would... It was someone upstairs. Oh, that's it. 100 million. What was it? Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney,
We both
yeah.
have sex with Wayne Rooney, because Colleen has made 10 million through her associations from Wayne. And we both said...
We're not saying she hasn't made that money because she's not talented.
No.
She's undoubtedly got an acute business plan that she's thought through, and that's why she's doing well for herself.
Yeah.
Not just that she's having sex with
she's
Wayne
a very
Rooney.
talented lady.
Yeah, she's got business plans.
Absolutely.
That Asda deal didn't make itself.
But I did say, I tell you what, I'd do him for 5 million. And John went, I'd do it for 2.5. And then we sat in silence for a bit. Lovely.
That's a dangerous game to play, that.
It is.
Because that goes down and down until you lose respect for each other.
I like the fact we were trying to outbid each other.
Yeah.
As to who would, I'd do it for chewing gum. Well, I'd do it for pants. But yeah, what are we on about? We're on about...
it's Mother's Day we were
that's
talking
right,
about.
yes. Yeah. So you've got nothing for your mum?
Happy Mother's Day, Mum.
Hey, happy Mother's Day, Mum, to you and all.
And to all the mothers and expectant mothers.
See, that all sounds like... That just sounds rude, doesn't it, when you call them to all the mothers? Mums is better, I think.
Yeah.
To all the mums. Hey, text in if you're a mum on 64046.
We've already had a mum.
What goodies have you got? Or email russell.john. Russell, she was dressed as Sven-Goran Eriksson. It's her own fault. Email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk if you're a mum or you've given your mum a present, what have you given her, and that kind of stuff. The best one, when me and my brother were, I think I was 16 and he was 14, we had nothing for Mother's Day. So we basically made up a song. We burst in and sort of improvised it, and it went something a little bit like this. We love our mummy, our sweet, sweet mummy, mummy. We love our mummy, our sweet, sweet mummy, mummy. We love our mummy, we love our mummy, mum. And then my brother goes, love, 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 from nowhere, leapt in front of her.
God.
It was incredible.
I would have hit you.
Well, that was it. She was just sat there going, you idiots. But we had nothing. So when
4:45 a.m. was that?
When you've got nothing, just go for a song, I find. Hopefully she's listened to that and it's making her think. And I gave her a kiss yesterday, which is a bit weird.
Oh, well, that's Mother's Day sorted then, probably.
Yeah.
That's probably the next 5 Mother's Days done.
But we don't really kiss, so, you know, not like that. John, please don't make this. I sort of gave her a kiss on the cheek and went, oh, happy Mother's Day for tomorrow. And she's like, all right, see you later. And, you feel like, that's nearly a gift, isn't it? A kiss. Oh, God, that sounds horrible. Like, there you go, a kiss from me. That should be enough. I'd rather have
Did you give much to comic relief, did you, this year?
Yes, I just...
I winked to Africa on a map. I believe that'll suffice.
I just dragged my... Oh, no, that's... Right, what have you got your mother, John?
I haven't, but it's... I don't know. It genuinely, she doesn't like the commercial aspect of it, so if I buy her something, I'm just...
She says that, mate, but she loves it.
Yeah, but it's her birthday soon, so look out for that.
So combine the two.
I booked my sister's birthday present this week, and someone else has got a special birthday this week, haven't they?
Chippendale?
Yeah.
What have I got?
You're 30 this year, aren't you?
I am 30, yeah, and I'm going out with... Who am I going out with now?
Ulrika Johnson.
I'm going out with Ulrika, yeah. Things are going great for me.
Bit of telly. Get closer to Sven.
Yes.
We had an email in from a mother.
Did we?
Yeah. She says, it's an Am I Normal as well.
Oh, sweet.
She says, here is a Mother's Day Am I Normal for you. I am a 38-year-old mother.
They're called yummy mummies. Go on.
Not all 38-year-old mothers are called yummy mummies.
They are in my eyes.
Oh, God.
I didn't mean it like that.
The lights keep going down when you say
Yeah, I know.
stuff.
Every time I set myself to sensual, the lights are coming down. It's good.
Yeah.
I just set myself to sensual.
I am a 38-year-old mother, and I play guitar in a punk rock band, who are incidentally also mothers.
Nice.
And our songs are all about being mothers.
A punk song about being a mum.
Yeah, imagine your own mother conducting herself in this manner. Is this normal? That's perfectly normal, love from the mothers. But the MySpace page, he says, check out our live thing. And the band appear to be called Ovulation.
Lovely stuff.
That's not normal, that.
No.
You've got a 13-year-old son, so why don't you just call yourselves, like, you know,
Can Ovulation...
Marmite on toast.
Can they not send us in some songs? That'd be fantastic to hear them.
Yeah?
Punk songs about being a mum, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Made him some sandwiches. What else do you do as a mum? You make sandwiches, tidy the house, read, learn them to read.
Learn them to read. Your mother was obviously busy that week.
Wyndham, get them clothes, shelter.
Yeah.
There's a whole
What is this?
There's a whole album. I'm trying to work through Ovulation facts. What songs would you sing? If you're a mum, what would be your first tune? Yours would be like a crooning song.
I cuff him because I love him.
You cuff him because you love him, yeah.
You've got to teach him boundaries.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't be rubbish at stuff or I'll hate you.
Lovely. Well,
that's probably the title track of the album.
Okay. It always gets dark with you when we talk about stuff like this.
And That's Not Your Real Dad.
That's Not Your Real Dad is their best song, though.
Yeah, it's a cracking album.
What happens on That's Not Your Real Dad is, is it him? And then in the video, a dad appears in front of a kid, and they go, no, like that, and the kid starts crying. Is that what you want? A weeping child, as dad upon dad comes in. It's not him. And then right at the end, it's Roger Moore, and that's his dad.
Writes itself.
It does. Oh, I'd love to hear some of their stuff. And I'll be honest, it's now a minute until the news, and there's no way we're going to be able to get hold of that stuff.
Well, yeah, we should check it out. It's MySpace.
Get her to email us back. It's russell.6music@bbc.co.uk. Ovulation, if you're listening, and you're probably not. You're probably you're probably recording or something like that.
Can your mum play an instrument?
She could do like the milk bottle thing when you go, but I don't know if that's
you
enough.
make a groaning noise into a milk bottle?
No, but you know what I mean, there's that. And I think she's quite good at the spoons.
Right, so no is probably the answer to the
not
question.
really.
Does anyone in your family play an instrument?
No. Well, I'm a keen guitarist, as you know.
Obviously, yeah.
I've got 3 guitars.
Yeah.
I can't play any of them.
It's just as backing for your vocals, though, isn't it?
That's
your strong,
correct.
powerful vocals.
Well, that's right, John. I get seduced by guitars all the time. I look at them and think, oh, I'll buy another one of those. I went through a stage when I was younger I saw them in like charity shops and that.
Have you really got guitars?
Yeah, I've got 3.
Why?
Because I like the look of them.
God, when you make a little bit more money, you're going to start buying motorbikes.
Yeah, I am. Absolutely. I'm going to get you a motorbike. I'm going to get myself a motorbike that looks like a guitar.
Let's get a motorbike and sidecar and do a tour.
Oh, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But then we'd have a flipping argument as to who drives.
Oh, we'll take it in turns.
No, we're
I don't
not.
mind side.
Really?
Yeah, I'll take sidecar.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
I've got oranges that I'm going to throw at people.
Yeah, exactly. like that Gibbon in the Clint Eastwood film.
Yeah.
John, left. If we were driving along in a sidecar, you'd just spend all your days, hey, you're on the mobile! Pull over! 3 points, that is. Yeah.
6.
Yeah, exactly. Is it 6?
Is it 6?
No.
I thought they just put it up.
No, it's 3, mate.
12?
I'll be honest. I'm still doing it. I think everyone is.
I know you are. You're a criminal. It's disrespectful.
That's an interesting one. Who do you like to look like?
Anyone.
Oh, come on.
Garfield.
You look like Garfield. He's obsessed by Garfield, aren't
Oh, cracking films.
Yeah.
Say what you like. They're not, you know. If you want to be challenged, don't watch them. If you just want to watch a cat dance with a dog, which
Yeah.
I very often do,
Yeah.
then watch Garfield.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wetting myself.
Although the second one, slightly disappointing.
Second one's not as good, but, you know, second ones never are.
No.
But, you know, Garfield one.
Godfather.
When he's dancing to that and he keeps pushing audio. Yeah.
And it's got Jennifer Love Hewitt in it.
Yes, it has.
Are you a fan of hers?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, that was a proper...
She's welcome round for dinner.
That was a proper Mark Lawrence moment. Yeah, why not? Oh, there was a great thing in the papers the other day. They were on about how to make football less dull. And people had lots of reasons like extra players, 2 refs, make the goals bigger.
Make the goals bigger.
Reward attacking.
Winds me up.
Ian Holloway, very interesting point. Reward attacking plays. So if you score 3 goals or more, you get an extra point. Thought that was quite cool. Lots of kind of ideas and make the grass different and the balls different and all this. And then right at the end, Laurison, leave the game alone. He just pops in right at the end. He goes, and there was a lovely quote, too many men in grey suits trying to mess with a beautiful game. And you could tell that they've obviously gone for him to a quote, and he's that far away. Keep them, mate.
They did the same in snooker a little while ago, and they were talking about making snooker interesting. Yeah. And they interviewed loads of players, and they like go... like balls with dots on so that people can see the spin. Yeah. And everyone's going, yeah. Every time it got to Jimmy White, he went, no. What about, like, purple base? Nah, snooker, green, innit? Green base. What about timed shots? No. OK, Jimmy, thanks for your time.
Hey, we've had some stuff about the Motilium as an anti-sickness tablet, in case anyone was wondering. Right. That's right. And also, apparently, it's also a drug called Domperidone, something like that. I'll never go to the chemist.
How is the medical degree doing?
Yeah, it's not great. Penicillin. But apparently it speeds up the process of the gut. Great for nausea. That's from Fiona in Leeds. Hope you're very well, John.
Thanks very much.
Someone here,
all right.
I don't really get this
Just
one.
Tired.
It's all right, mate. It says, it's my first Mother's Day. My husband is hungover and forgot to buy chocolates. I don't understand that. It's not his job to get the...
Unless they got a weird relationship.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a bit...
I think what she's saying is her baby's only 1, so the baby can't really do anything. So she's expecting her husband to buy stuff on. But you know, like when you've got a dog and you buy stuff for you buy your mum a present, you put a little dog print on the card as if to say the dog bought you a present.
I'll tell you what's weird about all that though is when the vets send you a letter to your dog, and you're like, well, I can't open it. and it sort of says, you know, and it's quite full on. It's like, dear Bert, we noticed you haven't been wormed for a while. So, could you put yourself in?
Let's be honest, did it say Russell?
No, it said
Was
Bert.
it to you?
No, it wasn't.
Because you haven't been wormed for a while, have you? I've noticed you scratching.
No, that is awkward.
And when you were scratching along the floor on the carpet in the last song.
It's horrible as an adult when you get a disease you should only have when you're a kid. Getting worms is horrible. Like,
Have you had worms?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
God.
It's that awkward thing. You have to wander into the chemist and you do exactly, you know, have you got anything for a friend of mine called Dussel who has...
I have a vermis problem.
Yeah, it's horrific. But you don't think of anything. You just panic, go really red. She goes, is it for you? Yes, it's for me. Anyways, she goes on to say, it's my first Mother's Day. My husband is hungover and forgot to buy chocolates, but got a card late last night from a drunken friend who had some spare. That's from Fanny. 3 kisses. I'll be honest. That's exactly what I did. You can't not laugh.
You only read that because that was the name Fanny, didn't you? And when you laughed in the middle of the last song, and I said, what are you laughing at? And you said, we've had a cracking email. What you meant was, we've had an email from someone called Fanny.
Correct.
Oh, well done.
That's the best bit in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, that.
I won't leave you,
no,
Fanny.
I won't leave you.
What a film.
Man, he haunts my dreams. It's a cracking film.
The most quotable film possibly of all time.
The best bit, well, actually, there's 2 bits. No, Fanny, I won't leave you. And also when they accused him of preaching to the devil. Did you believe the charges? Not even when they took my eyes.
That's a good one.
Tell a white lie, you fool.
You can use that in conversation.
You absolutely can, yeah. The 2 big stories in the tabloids are that Freddie Flintoff got drunk and fell off a pedalo, nearly drowned. Yeah. And Dean Gaffney's had a 5-some, I believe.
Yeah, with 3 girls who were fans and 1 who hated him.
Yeah.
Kate Edwards said she was lured into the sordid romp.
Yeah.
Tricksy old Dean Gaffney.
Yeah. Well, he will do that. He's like an elf in many ways. He'll leave truffles and you'll find your way. I've done that. We've all done that. It's that thing of you see some chocolate on the floor, you think, oh, I'll have some of that. Before you know it, you're in bed with Gaffney.
Yeah, again.
You're not a woman. And I'm like, well, you're not, you know, George Clooney. But here we find ourselves.
Yeah.
That's the point, right? 100,000 Dean Gaffney.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Not for any money, Dean Gaffney.
Really?
No.
All right, 10
You've
million.
got to have standards, mate.
10 million.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, for that money, but no less.
Okay, 10 million. If you're listening, Dean, cough up the dosh. And I've got a man who will bang you and tidy your room.
Yeah, I'm not tidying his room. I'm not his mother.
Hey, come on. If it's messy, you'll feel compelled to do it.
Well, Lionel Messi's a whole different prospect.
Oh, lovely stuff. That was a play on words, but...
He's one of your husbands, isn't he, Lionel Messi?
He is one of my husbands, yeah. Messi, Gerrard and... Oh, if you listen to the show for the first time, we've got 3 celebrity wives that we're allowed and 3 celebrity husbands that we're allowed, you know, in sort of a fantasy dream world. And my husbands are Lionel Messi, Steven Gerrard and Rufus Wainwright. And your husbands are...
David Beckham.
Yeah, Beckham, which is quite, you know, quite scuzzy for John.
It just shows me a world that I haven't got access to.
That's good.
You know.
All right, John.
Rafael Nadal.
Loves the arms.
Yeah.
Loves the arms.
And, I showed him the weight regime that he uses to get his arms like that.
That's correct, yeah.
And
It's
he's
like
never said gracias.
Nice.
And Cesc Fabregas.
Yes.
Because we enjoy Barcelona.
Yeah, latecomer.
Mm.
And there was talk, oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting because I didn't know he's one of your husbands. And yet I got a very excited phone call for you this week. Hey, you never guess who's signing books? Who? Says Fabregas.
I never said that.
Yeah, you did. Let's go there wearing dresses. Oh,
all the lies.
What? And your celebrity wife should be Billie Piper.
Yeah, so you say.
Well, there was a story in one of the papers today that Billie is obsessed with putting on wedding dresses and dancing around in them.
Yeah, as am I.
Yeah, you are. Well, don't act like you didn't. Let's like when we got.
Don't act like you didn't. I didn't.
You did. We got fitted up for those tuxes, and I turned around, and you were touching the wedding dress, going, "I'm going to get married someday," and you were rubbing it. And if we'd have walked out, you'd have put that on and danced around.
Well, for a start, it wasn't a wedding dress. It was a tux that I was stroking.
It wasn't. It was a wedding dress.
No,
it really was. What are you talking about? You were rubbing it up. You kissed a mannequin.
Oh, all these things in your head have become true.
No, but it was definitely a wedding dress.
Right.
And
did I put it on?
No, but...
Did I dance around with it?
No,
And can you see my point now when I said I didn't put it on and dance around with it, and you said, you did!
But I'll refer you to this. Your eyes...
I do have eyes. Well done. Well, 1-1 then.
Gestured over to me and the shopkeeper.
Shopkeep.
Yeah, shopkeep. And the eyes seemed to say, get out of here.
Right, well, my eyes often say that.
Get out of here before I do something horrific. And that's when we had to take you out.
That's when you took me to an alcohol shop.
Yes, I did. And we had a bit of an incident there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, what do I want? What do I want? Right, let's get you out of here. Stationers. Oh, that was awkward. Well, anyways.
Tasty drink.
We were going to do... well, we should do grammar, really, out the back.
Yeah, I groaned at the top of that last song.
You did?
What did it say, Russell?
It said LUV.
I'm in love, LUV.
Yeah.
Not really, are you?
Let's do the grammar thing again. This is where you text in the things that have annoyed you, you pernickety punks.
Well, we're going to do some grammar, and then we're going to turn it, because you don't like it anymore, do you?
Well, I was thinking about this. I've had a long think about people quibbling over grammar, and I've come to the conclusion that there's no compassion to it, is there? It's taking an intellectual snobbery at people making mistakes. What if, I thought to myself at a train station earlier, what if, right, a girl who'd been raised by wolves turned up and started talking, maybe wrote down in their own mess or something, help me or something, would you go, oh, look, she's written that wrong. She's been raised by wolves, it's not her fault.
Why is she at the train station?
Right.
Why? You can't just set these things off.
She's at the train station because she's escaped.
From the wolves?
Yes.
Right.
Even though she got on. They died, so she's...
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty bad, actually.
Devastated.
Yeah. And she saw, like, a really hairy bloke on a train, and she thought...
So the wolves raised her just outside a train station?
Yeah.
Handy for travel. They thought, we're wolves, but we do need to get about.
Yeah. And she got on the train, which was a miracle.
Yeah.
Jumped the barrier and all that.
Ow! Did she get on the train?
How did she get on the train? Like, stealth.
Right.
And
she's got a ticket, has she?
No, that's the awkward thing. She's hiding...
She's got to touch in and touch out.
Yeah, but they found her. That's where they found her, on the train.
Right.
And that's when she sort of started speaking weird.
That's when she wrote...
And then a few of your grammar chums went, oh, listen to her. She doesn't even know how to talk.
So you're implying that...
Pass me my tweed.
In that situation, I would say, what you mean is...
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, where does it stop?
It probably stops there, Russell. No, but with fictitious girls raised by wolves on trains.
No. Not she wasn't raised on a train, mate. She was raised in a sort of clearing. Anyway, but the point I'm trying to make, not very well, admittedly, is that if you don't have the intellectual capacity to write in a way that others deem correct, then surely you should look beyond at what they're trying to say from their heart.
Oh.
No?
Yeah, no, I'm all in favour of that. You see, I tried to make this point last week. I don't get angry at people who, you know, if you're just writing something quickly, we all make mistakes. But the LUV thing, a perfect example. People know how to spell love. They just choose not to. And I think that shouldn't be allowed.
Right, well, let's see what we got.
So we'll wrap these up, right?
Yes.
We'll wrap these up because we have a few good ones in. And then we'll change it into text in nice things that you like.
Listen to the way you said that.
You don't have to...
Text in nice things that you've seen, doilies and stuff like that.
We'll change this feature into called Living in a Dream World, where you text in things
fun.
you like,
Yeah.
and you don't have to spell it right. You can put apostrophes wherever you like. You can put 7 exclamation marks at the end of it, and we'll read it out, and it'll be nice quotes and stuff.
And Wolf Girl, if you're listening,
Yeah.
just you know, just look after yourself. Text in what you want, love.
Yeah.
Now, talking of what people have got their mums, James Bird's made a fatal mistake, right? I got my mum Slim Fast for Mother's Day
Oh.
once. That's naive, isn't it? It's her day.
It's your fault she looks like that, James.
Well, it's not.
She never got it back after she had you, and she resents you for it.
John, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What?
It's Mother's Day. They probably sat at home. This was years ago this happened, and you've brought all that mess up.
Yeah,
I
well.
mean, you're right.
Enjoy your lunch.
Yeah. Oh, God, this is awkward. I got my mum Slim Fast for Mother's Day once. I thought it was funny. She didn't. She went mental and told me I was adopted. She didn't. She also threw a garden fork at my dad once because he bought strawberry ice cream as opposed to chocolate ice cream. Jimbo,
Wow.
West Sussex. Well,
Time of the month.
you are dealing with a cranker there. Yeah, exactly.
A garden fork.
Yeah, that's proper good, that.
Yeah.
My, wow. No, I can't say that story. Right, I bought my mum a goldfish on Mother's Day as she said she wanted a unique and different present. Heather, kiss. Nice. This is from Catherine Parish. I'm a 36-year-old mum. I have 2 kids and spend a lot of my time wandering around in the days, eating toast and picking things up from the floor. Same here. I would really like to hear an ovulation track. Do they ever play the Trout in Keynsham? It's a well-known... John. It's a well-known oasis... Just because they're not... it's a well-known oasis of punk music around here, and I'm sure they would be made very welcome. Half the women from my toddler group would be guaranteed to attend. Catherine in Keynsham near Bristol. We've got them a gig. Ovulation, they've got one belter, which is called, John?
Milk Pistols.
The Milk Pistols, that's one of their tunes.
That's the kind of stuff you're dealing with.
It's sort of a ballad, isn't it, that one? And apparently, this is from Alexandra Townsend, John looks a bit like John Travolta this morning. This disturbs me. Cut your hair. He won't.
Now. I went to have my hair cut this week. And
Go on!
2 people said, it looks all right at the moment, so I didn't bother.
Lovely.
But now I'm getting it from all sides. Cut your hair.
Let's be honest, it was at 5 to 5, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They closed at 5. It looks great, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, it looks lovely.
No, thanks very much. I'm off into town with my eggs. I do diddly diddly doo doo.
Let's do grammar. What have we got?
Unbelievable.
Well, that's what you
Fascinating.
like.
Yeah.
Go on.
That's what I'm like.
You'll love this story. I've just read this in the news. It's great. Henry the Parrot is wrecking the nerves of owner Peter Warren, 55, in Devon by mimicking smoke detectors and burglar alarms. That's the kind of parrot I can deal with. Carry on.
It's amazing, this show, isn't it? It's just amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to edit together all my favourite links that you've thrown to me. The favourite things that you just say. Turns out parrot made of margarine. John.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, thanks, Russell. Right, grammar ones. We had some good ones. Someone texted in off the back of last week and says, firstly, I'd just like to say I totally agree with you both. There's no better feeling than putting on a warm pair of underpants.
Damn right, although John prefers cool
I
ones.
disagree, yeah. But the grammar one, it's Jo.
Yep.
She says, it's a lady, so that probably turns you on a bit now, doesn't it? Do you
Yeah.
want to make a horrible noise?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah. And she's a 38-year-old mother of 6.
Oh, right. Carry on.
The main thing I wanted to tell you, however, was about my boyfriend.
I'll put this on.
He has never said to me that he loves me.
Well, get rid.
Yeah, but he persists on writing, I love you, L-U-V, the letter U.
Yeah.
I can't help but find this annoying after what John said, and so far have refused to write it back. Once telling him about the fact that I too now believe it isn't sincere to place love in a message, he began to write love, L-O-V-E. For some apparent reason, this now annoys me further. I just thought I'd let you know.
Well, we can only apologise, Joe, because what appears to have happened there is our section appears to have caused a massive problem in your relationship.
Yeah, but, these
John,
things
do you
need
want to
to
deal
come
with this?
out.
These things, no, they don't.
If he doesn't really love her,
He does.
she needs to know about it.
They've been going out for 6 years.
I broke up a married couple last night at the gig.
Did you?
Yeah.
Any particular reason?
They weren't really happy, and they just needed someone to recognise that and tell 1,800 people.
That's great. Well done, you.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I say they weren't really happy. He wasn't.
Yeah.
But, these things happen. All things come to an end.
Yeah, there's some girl who was raised by wolves. She's looking for a partner.
Now, we've had an email. This is a good email, but wait till you find out the name of the person who emailed it. It's better than Fanny. And you can get that for your mobile. I have never found anyone else who pronounces hummus correctly outside of my family. We chatted about this last week. People call it hummus, which is decaying plant matter.
Yeah.
When this topic came up last week, I actually shouted yes and held my arms up in the air in a victory pose. Well done, John. And that's from Octavia Rate.
Wow.
It's a cracking name, isn't it?
Octavia Rate.
So no more grammar complaining now, then.
That is the kind of name you want as a kid, isn't it?
Mm.
Or would you not? You'd probably get bullied.
No, sounds like a sort of X-Man name, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's got a touch of sort of gladiator about it as well.
Yeah.
Octavia Rate.
Owner of a broken lunchbox.
Yeah, exactly.
Loser of 10 marbles. And I will have my dinner. In this hour or the next.
Probably this hour, because, it's we have to have it here.
Yes.
I'd probably eat sandwiches during... But I wouldn't.
I won't eat my banana.
Yeah.
I never eat my banana because it
like
gets battered in my lunchbox.
Truth be told, I eat most of my lunch at 10 and never have anything for lunch and have to steal from bigger boys.
So, what's your favourite quote of anything ever?
You know my favourite quote?
Yeah.
Get off my lawn! It's not that. It's those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their mind wake in the day to find that all was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men, for they act upon their visions with open eyes and make them happen. By I think that's by T. Lawrence.
Yeah.
Cracking that.
Nice.
I love that. Yeah. What's yours?
Mine is something that was written about the poet Federico Garcia Lorca, and I don't know who wrote it. But he says of Federico, he says, on the surface he seemed lively, but what struck me most was the sadness in his eyes.
Oh.
The kind of sadness one sees in the eyes of an animal, not because he's hurt or suffering from anything in particular, but a kind of elemental sorrow for the nature of things.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's nice,
That's got you written all over it as well.
Yeah, it's a good quote, that. I'd like to have that said about me.
Yeah. Well, see, the trouble is, though, I'm sort of one of your best mates, and I would try and say that, and I'd muck it up at the funeral. He's like a really sad animal, isn't he?
Well, you frequently just tell me I have dead eyes.
He's like a polar bear with dead eyes and that.
Mm.
I'll miss him.
Mm.
Is the grave... Oh, is it an open coffin? Oh, let's squiggle stuff on his face. Big clown smile.
So...
Go on.
We want people to text in nice stuff now,
Yeah,
don't we?
yeah,
Because we're getting a few. Using lowercase I when referring to yourself in writing is annoying, unacceptable, and a sign that this country is going to the dogs.
Right.
Which is pretty much what we don't want anymore, isn't
Absolutely. Anyone who says this country's going to the dogs can read their Daily Mail. Carry on.
Someone says, please tell Fanny to stop whining from Dick in Wales.
Lovely stuff. So Dick is now having a go at Fanny.
Yeah, so it would appear. We seem to have started something.
I hate the idea of Dick shaking his fist at Fanny at home. We've had Octavia is blatantly the name of a transformer or a type of Skoda car. Mm.
It is the name
Someone
of a Skoda car, isn't
Someone having a pop there at our good mate Octavia. Well, we won't have it.
No.
He's. I love this song. Apparently, we've just had. What was it?
The 80s, acceptable in the 80s. It's called, isn't it?
Yeah, by Calvin Harris. Lovely. Somebody loves that. Joe Squeeze Me Knuckles loves that. It was acceptable in the 80s, and I hate that it isn't anymore. P.S. God, it doesn't even make any sense. Ignore any spelling mistakes. I will. I had the best St. Patrick's Day ever. It's not really St. Patrick's Day anymore. It's just putting on a hat.
Yeah, I got really wound up by
you?
people wandering around train stations with Guinness hats on. It's not because they're still enjoying themselves. They want you to think they're really wacky and going, oh, God, you wouldn't believe the night I had last night. I had 4 Guinnesses and I've still got my hat on. It's totally mental.
Well,
take your hat off. It's time for work. Go away. Get out of my face.
What, a Sunday?
I get very angry by...
it's time for work, unless, of course, it was 4:45.
People who are still laughing at something that happened ages ago. And it's not because they still find it funny. It's because they want you to ask what was funny. And they work in the service industry. It's ridiculous when you're trying to buy something and the guy at the desk going, £2.49, please.
We are so different, you and me. Because I hear that and go, what happened? What happened?
Yeah, but they're not. They want you to do that. They want you to go, what happened? And they're going to go, Meryl in the you wouldn't
What
know.
happened?
You
Tell
wouldn't. Meryl in the storeroom. Honestly, you wouldn't.
God, I want to know.
You wouldn't
Stop
get
mucking around. I want to know.
You wouldn't get it.
Well,
Just get out of WH Smith's
Flipping
or
it.
any other retailer.
I came in here to get Jaffa cakes.
Yeah, exactly. That
Already.
never would have happened if you'd just gone, that'd be £2.49, please.
Yeah, but that'd be dull. See, you want...
No, that's a transaction.
No,
Buy it.
who
I don't
wants-
want to be your friend. Just give me my goddamn paper and chocolate.
Yeah, but I want to be their friend. I want to wander in and have a natter.
You don't want to be their
do,
friend.
and that's
You don't know them.
I do. I've seen them in that...
You'll be their friend for a bit, and then you'll just drift apart.
here
It'd
it
just be a complete waste of time.
No,
They've
but-
got friends. That's what they're laughing about.
Yeah, but it's quite nice to hear a funny little story as an example, right? We've had one in from Alice Lilly. This is nice, right? Morning, guys. First time listening to the show, enjoying it very much.
Thanks.
Sweet. She just wanted
Should
to...
hear us on a good week.
Yeah, exactly. Just wanted to share this with you. I was on a train from Leeds yesterday. Now, in John's world...
Showing off.
You would be on the train, just sat there, just eyes closed, maybe hands over your ears, just thinking about arriving in London or wherever you're going, right? Not chatting to anybody. She hears this. No apparent reason. A guy stood up and went, look at what my mate's just bought his girlfriend. Dived into his mate's bag and pulled out a vibrator, which he then showed the whole train. Vibrators on a train, perhaps the least successful follow-up to snakes on a plane. Alice in Harrogate.
I would go mental at that.
I think that's funny.
Some idiot going, oh god, vibrator.
Yeah.
Grow up
No, he's...
and get off the train.
Oh, get off the... He can't get off the train. It's travelling. That's a funny...
Exactly. Throw him out the window.
So what, for getting a dildo out?
Yeah, exactly.
You want to kill a
Who
man? You
cares?
want to kill a man for getting a sex aid out?
Yeah, he's not needed in society. People do that kind of thing.
What an excellent episode of Crime Watch.
Why did I'll tell you why, right? He pulls out a bloody rampant rabbit. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? I'm trying to travel.
You don't need people like that when you're just trying. Fair enough. Oh God, I overheard a woman on the train back from London last week.
Go on.
And she was being really sanctimonious,
Yeah.
getting really angry at her.
Yeah.
And her friend was going. She met up with her mate, and her mate went, "Oh, I didn't know you were going to be on this train. I was planning to just sort of get drunk and eat crisps." And she went, "All right, no problem. I'm not drinking right now." And it really sanctimonious, and that wound me up. But then she went.
Hang on a minute. Whoa. I'm not drinking. Why is that wound you up?
Because she did it really loud, so everyone goes, "Yeah, I'm totally like in control of my drinking, so it bothers me that you would drink."
So what was actually going on, I'm guessing, is that you had a drink in front of you.
No, I didn't have a drink. I had to drive when I got back.
You had a drink in
I
front
had a
of you.
horrible gig in Soho, and I wanted a drink, but I couldn't have one.
So that's what it's
Oh,
about.
Soho, dirty, horrible sex. Yeah. Anyway, she said that, and then she went, "I'm not drinking right now. Small matter of a yeast infection, which likes drink a little too much."
Oh, really?
Really loud. Now I can picture your yeast infection. Well, thank you very much.
Go on.
This is why I live on my own. Everyone else just talks rubbish about stuff.
Oh, Jesus, you are a week away from talking to your toaster.
Oh, I don't like my toaster. It doesn't completely hold a piece of bread. How would a manufacturer
Sweet.
flip?
Yeah, sweet flip 1,000 times.
If you're in charge of making toasters,
No
then
one's in charge of it. They do it because they have to.
No, someone designed that toaster.
Yeah, because...
Someone said, Alan, we're franchising out. We're done kettles. We're going into toasters.
Yeah.
Design as a toaster. He came back with a design for a toaster, and no one went, Alan, I like the design in that, but when you push it down, the toast doesn't go fully in the toaster, so the top bit of your toast is limp. And he went,
Sweet.
That don't matter, we'll make it anyway. So now I've got limp toast.
Yeah, you've got limp toast because that's what toast is like. Every toaster does that.
No, it's not. Toasters should hold a piece of bread.
You're like Brian Clough. He went mental in the late 80s because... Remember that advert?
In the 80s.
He went, I'm Brian Clough and I like butter on both sides of me bread. But that can't be done. And he invented a knife. Did you see him?
No.
Yeah, he invented a knife that had, like, it was like a knife and then two bits came out so he could scrape it like that and scrunch it together. And he went, butter on both sides. Like that. And you're supposed to go, well done, Brian. You probably sat there and go, very good. Very good.
Yeah, he's seen a problem and he sorted it out.
Yeah, a mental problem. He's made his own knife.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Bit of gadgetry.
You're going to be like that. My granddad did that. He's quite good at stuff like that. He invented a thing called the Grandad 5000, where he sort of mows the lawn, and it's got one of those rolly things on the back that presses the grass down after you've mowed it, right? But the grass was sticking to it, so he put a broomstick on the rubby thing, so that the rubby thing would go against the broomstick and sort of brush the grass off. Can you picture what I mean?
No.
Yeah, so he's got like a lawnmower that he's put a broomstick on the end,
Right.
sticking up into the air near his head, so he's looks like he's got a sword
Right.
there, and it's brushing the grass off. But he went over a bump on our lawn, and I was watching him out the window. Sure enough, the broomstick smacked him on the head, knocked him unconscious, and he started doing circles for about a minute until we got out there. So devices can go wrong. Gadgetry can be bad. So
You've
Brian,
just got to design stuff that does the job. Do you know what really makes me angry? This fits in with grammar. The new Windows Vista, right?
Yep.
If you are an idiot and you can't type,
Yep.
Windows Vista learns what your mistakes are and adapts to them so that it works out what you mean. What's the point in having a computer that's as thick as you are? The computer should be better than you. So the computer should go, I notice you've typed that. I think you'll find what you mean is this. So you go, oh, I didn't know it was that. And you learn something. Why make robots that are stupider than we are? We're like designing a robot in the future that just has an alcohol problem and lashes out.
No, but that's like a polite robot, isn't it? That's a robot that's kind of going, it's all right, sir's got a problem here, I'll deal with that. Do you know what I mean? Rather than kind of going, sir, I can't help but notice that for the 5th time you've spelt that wrong. It's just gone, I'll deal with this, sir. Don't you
It doesn't
worry.
deal with it, though.
Yeah, it does, because it corrects it for you. We had some lovely texts in. Someone says, John, you are the guy from Peep Show.
False.
False. Octavia was the name of the ostrich in Pipkins.
True.
Yep. I'm right behind you on toasters, John. It's from Nathan. Nice. John's looked around. Comedy effect.
Yeah. Visual gag's not best for the radio.
No, they're not. It's like that impressionist we got in. I have to saw off the top of each slice so I can fit them in sideways. The problem is that this isn't a big enough problem for somebody to make a lot of money by fixing it, so it just stays the way it is. Drives me mental. Does it, Nathan? Does it? Well, my friend, we have something for you. Mad Kaz, Carolyn O'Girl. It drives her insane too. Why don't they just take them so they can take normal slices of bread? And then the lovely thing from Phil Knight sent us in a wonderful email that says, we need people like John. He knocked the hand dryer and Dyson designed the airblade, a revolution that was long coming. He's also noted the shortcomings of the toaster. I think he's confused you with the man who invented the Dyson, which is nice. Thankfully, someone else has too. And apparently there's a website, www.designboom.com, that has... I don't know what it is. Have you found it, Adam?
Well, this was in the paper, what he sent in this week. It's a thing that works like...
Sorry about that. I had quite a big dinner.
Yeah, you did... you brought one of your guitars in this morning.
I have, yes.
It works.
That was
you
me.
feed
That
toast.
was me pressing buttons. Go on,
You
Carol.
feed toast through it like a fax machine or something. It feeds the
Oh,
toast
like they have at
goes-
hotels.
Yeah, well, no, it doesn't go around. It goes sort of through a hole. So it's like an O shape. We'll bend it round for you, Russell.
Oh, I see.
And the toast comes out on the other side, but it looks like a really expensive dealie. It clearly works, but you think, why not just make a toaster?
That looks great, doesn't it? See, I've had a bit of a thing with toasters down the years. When I was a kid, I used to get up like quite early. I used to get really bored in the mornings, and I used to put like paper in the toaster to see if I could burn it. And so it eventually ends up with me burning loads of stuff.
I used to make omelettes.
Did you?
When I got up early. So I learnt to cook.
See,
Ruined my mum's favourite pan.
how different are you and me? You're
Yeah.
getting up, I shall make an omelette today.
It's great when people text in stuff like that, Toaster. 2 massive thank yous, because Lizzie, who sent in the chicken recipe for last week, emailed in the full recipe, and a guy called Jamie, right? Last week we were talking about the fact that I missed that stuff about Wensleydale cheese on Countryfile,
Yeah.
and he went and found it and uploaded it to YouTube so I can watch it this week.
Oh, how wonderful. is that?
Yeah. So people are nice, so thanks for that.
Yeah, people are nice.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of the world.
Yeah.
And did you watch it?
I haven't watched it yet. I can't get internet. Oh, I've had a right to do this week trying to get internet in my house. And we've had a grammar one about email from Dr. Dr. Richard, who says, what annoys me...
Is he a real doctor?
Yes. Possibly not.
Yeah.
He works for... I shouldn't say what company he works for, I suppose, but I'm guessing it
it's
relates
not Dr.
to
Richard McKeith, is it?
computer games.
Oh, lovely.
It says... it could be. I don't know. Yes.
Start
No,
that
I
again.
think he
Start
is a
that again.
doctor.
It's fine.
We've had an email in from a doctor.
Go on.
He says, what annoys me are commercials that change the meaning of words. For example, most broadband internet providers claim they have unlimited download capacity,
Yep.
but then say they have a fair usage policy. Surely it's either unlimited or it isn't. I've had right bother trying to get broadband set up in my new Swindon luxury house.
Pad. Shag pad.
Yeah, my spatula pad.
Yeah.
And I keep having to go to the library to check my emails. And they
Goodness.
book out the library all morning on a Friday to teach old people how to use the internet.
So you've taken to dressing up as a very old lady, wearing a wedding dress. More internet? Yes, please.
Well, if they could see me on the inside,
Yeah.
I have the soul of a 75-year-old man.
You do.
But you can't get on the computers, and the old people aren't using the computers, so they're free.
Hang on, are you bothering old people to move?
No,
them
they're
along
not there. They
so
don't turn up.
So you can look at your porn.
No, they don't even turn up. They rent out all these computers so you can't log on to them.
Are you knocking off old people?
Yes.
Are you the Swindon Flasher? Have they found him yet?
Who?
Oh, who he says. What would
Was-
you be doing if you weren't doing this? Skipping for a meadow?
I would
dresses?
be in my garden reading the paper.
Oh, would you really?
Yeah.
That'd be
Bought
good.
some garden furniture this week.
Have you?
Yeah,
How much
nice
that
little
set you-
table and chairs.
How much that set you back?
70 nicker.
Would you pay that cash in hand?
I'll put it on a card, mate.
Slap.
Yeah. Oh, I was livid this morning in my airport parking. So do parking at the airport,
it was
innit?
great. I could probably actually. You tell your version of the story, and then I'll. And then
Well, I got to the airport and I thought it was 40 quid.
what I can also do is you can tell the story originally, and then I've probably got it on my mobile phone, so we can hear your message as well.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Very good.
Yeah, it's 44.50 to park for a day at the airport, and I only had 40 quid on me, so I had to put that on the card.
Yep.
I can't keep putting stuff on my card.
You can't.
Where will it end?
You got furniture on that, mate.
Well, yeah.
End up with you in jail.
It's horrible when you put stuff in your card because it doesn't show up for a few days, and you check your balance knowing you've spent.
Saved messages.
Here we are. This is John.
Greetings and mailbox settings.
This could be.
Have you
awkward.
checked I don't swear or anything?
Saved messages.
Hello, it's Lee talking to you.
Why are we doing
in
this?
the morning, I'm going to pick my car up and drive to Hammersmith.
This is dull.
Because if I
It's
pick
funny.
it up and I park for 24 hours, it's going to cost me 40 quid. If I park for anything over that, it's going to cost me 70 quid.
70
It's
quid?
just not worth it. I should have time to get to Hammersmith, and then it'll be quicker when we come out, because then we can just get the Piccadilly line straight to
Why are you playing this now? Stop.
Hammersmith and get straight out, because I want to try and be at mine for 2:30 so that we can watch the second half of Liverpool Villa at mine. So I thought that'd be nice. Dow Jones going to come across the town.
Why are you doing this?
Wonderful.
Unbelievably
incredible.
bad radio.
No, it's just the detail in your messages. It's I wanted the nation to know what.
Well,
what
you
a
don't
kind
pick your
friend
phone
you-
up for a week, so I had to leave a long message.
Lovely stuff. Well, we're talking about inventions.
Now everyone knows we're going to be in the Piccadilly line.
Dun dun dun.
When you get papped,
We'll probably get Pat, you and me. Kiss it. Now we're doing Am I Normal, aren't we?
yeah.
What's your
Are
Am I
you normal playing dull phone messages to
stop.
thousands upon thousands of listeners?
I can't believe he's second in the download chart.
That's Bob Dylan there.
I got messages on my phone, I just delete them.
Yeah, exactly. I just do what I want.
Text us 64046 or email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk with any of the quirky little habits you feel compelled to do. Earlier we were just doing the impressions of Bob Dylan, who is with us in the top 3 downloads. Thanks very much for all the people who do listen again.
You say download, it's listen again.
Yeah, it's the same
Still haven't
thing.
got a podcast.
Still haven't
have
got a podcast.
we? Even though we've had a text in from Kate saying, when the swear word hell will you get a podcast?
We've had other ones because that that wouldn't help if we had one like yellow manky paper.
Yeah.
Kay wants it.
Yeah.
Right, so what's your Am I Normal this week? mate?
Well, I realised this week that I live off junction 15 of the M4.
Bam bam bam.
And I also realised that's probably not a coincidence. It's probably I live there because it's a multiple of 5.
Oh really?
Yeah. What's yours?
My Am I Normal is this week. There are 2 things.
Can't believe you played that full message.
Stop it. It's
I'm
all right.
never leaving you a message now. I'm going to have to sound animated every time I leave you a message. In case you play the entire thing.
Right, my Am I Normal, 2 things. I've noticed that I've taken to hovering over toilets for fear that sewer rats are going to eat my nuts. The second is that my brain is playing tricks on me again. Because yesterday I was on the train with a friend of ours called Yanni, who's a comedian, right? And we'd sort of chatted about... Yeah, he loves a chat. We were on the sort of train for about half an hour. And then from nowhere he goes, Russell, do you know what my name is? And I knew what it was.
Oh,
For some reason, my brain started going, Trevor, Philip, Winifred, Margaret, and I knew it was Yarny, and you know that horrible thing when you're asked the name. My normal is, for some reason, my brain suddenly goes, well, here's an opportunity to make Russell look like a fool. So you plump for a name that you know it could never be.
What did you say?
Derek.
So, did you not know his name?
Of course I knew his name is Yarny, but my brain offered me nothing other than Derek.
It's a good name, though, Derek.
It's a good name, but not when you've been...
He should be called Derek.
Horrible.
You get more work.
In the middle of nowhere, though. It's that horrible thing of, do you know my name? Yeah? We don't...
That's not a normal thing to ask in the middle of a conversation, either.
No.
I don't like confrontation. I've been in conversations with people who blatantly don't know your name, and you just let it go, because you think, well, let's not make an awkward situation of it.
Yeah, let it fly, yeah.
Very frequently when I'm with you. Just get completely ignored, don't I? Like when we're having dinner in a pub.
What are you on about now?
Is everything alright with your food? Yes, my food's fine. And your hairy friend, I'm going to ignore him and walk away. Last week in that pub.
Oh, I see, yeah.
No tip for you.
Text us 64046 or email russell.6music@bbc.co.uk with all your quirky little habits, a bit like this. John.
All right. That's going on the list of links.
Yep.
Right, so this is from Simon.
Go on.
It's about toilets, so I thought you might like it.
Dig a day.
Because you like toilets.
Love them, mate.
Every time I use a toilet at a friend's house,
Yeah.
I've developed a habit of turning the light off before unlocking the door, so I end up scrabbling at the door like a deranged madman as I can't find either the lock or the light switch again.
What, so he's having a poo in the dark?
A poo or a wee, I think, Russell. A poo or a wee. But then he gets up and on his way
Why is
out...
he doing that? No, not normal.
Poo or wee?
No, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Or a combination. But the fact that he's plunging himself into darkness to do it...
No.
he
I
get
think he
off on
does
that
it
sort
in
of
the
stuff?
light, but on his way out, turns the light off before he opens the door. So it's only a few
How big's
seconds.
this toilet? What's it?
Massive.
Oh, fair enough.
Erica...
Well, hey, the same name as your wife.
Yeah, one of them, not anymore.
Talking of which...
Trouble times.
It was just to leap out of Am I Normal for a second. There was a story the other day, apparently, more men than women take teddy bears to bed when sleeping alone, according to a new study. Do you know this? 20% of men admitted to cuddling a teddy compared to 15% of women. That puts you in there, doesn't it?
I don't take a teddy to bed.
Flipping hell, what are you on about? You got a parade of them.
Yeah, they're in a bin bag in the garage.
Yeah, but when you get them out, it's like a great big teddy gangbang. Is it not? At our old house... Well, I remember at sort of 4:45 when we used to break into your room just to have a look, try and set up like an office to wind you up. Oh, you buggers. No, but they look like they've been cuddled and manipulated and played with.
Winnie the Pooh I sometimes take to bed.
Yeah, he's got he's got cigarette burns on his eyes.
I don't smoke.
I know, that's what makes it even creepier. The fact that you're doing unspeakable stuff to him and then you're burning cigarettes on his face.
Oh.
But this is the interesting stuff, right? Because how horrible is this? There's a study being done by Travelodge, which is piloting, this talks about the inventions, a thing called a cuddilillo, right? Which is a 2 foot 6 inch long pillow with 2 arms that can cuddle around you.
Nice.
I think that's horrible. Because we're in that catchment. We're going to check into a hotel on our own, late, a little bit bleary-eyed, and they're going to see you and me, not together, obviously, otherwise we wouldn't need one, but they're going to go, there you go, sir, there's a cuddilillo. And we're going to have to cuddle, pillows.
We're going to have to cuddle pillows.
Well,
now you live in a world where you're being forced to cuddle a pillow with arms. I think that's a nice idea.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Some interesting stuff. Do you know 8% of women said they spray their pillow or nightclothes with their partner's aftershave when they're away? That's quite nice.
Health and safety, that'll get in your eyes.
Oh, my God. See, I was thinking, that's lovely, put a bit of Darren's scent on. There's you. Oh, you'll go up in flames. I tell you
That's another one. Good one, yeah.
You have a cigarette. Good one, yeah. I tell you what, you have a cheeky fag, you're going up. Oh, dear, you'll be in right trouble. Oh, he'll not love you then. Only 3% of men resorted to using their partner's perfume. This is really interesting. Do you know this? Nearly 3 in 5 people felt lonely sleeping without their partner. 16% found it difficult to get to sleep. 9% felt scared.
Our old flatmate John he's really scared of the dark.
Is he?
Yeah, really.
I wish I'd known that.
Last year, all I did was turn all the lights off and jump out on him. He really screams.
Oh, lovely.
It's I find it fascinating people getting lonely in bed, because when you're a kid, you never learn as much as you do when you're a kid. Yeah. Everything you're learning about love, you're learning to count. Had a bit of a spillage there, haven't you, on your special pink t-shirt?
Yes, John.
You're learning everything about emotion and the world, and you do it all in bed on your own.
Yes.
And you
don't do
think,
it all. You do some of it at school.
oh, yeah, you learn it, but then your quiet time is in bed on your own, and it never occurs
Oh
to
my
you that you'd be
God,
anything
how
other
do
than
you-
on your own in bed. But
You
then
know,
as soon as you get to like 17, if you're on your own in bed, it's because you're a loser and no one fancies you.
That's a fair point.
It's weird, isn't it?
It is interesting. I went for a very odd stage because I don't really get lonely in bed because I have Simon Charmer to keep me company. The DVDs.
You're going to have to let him out,
I
mate.
know.
He's got DVDs to record.
He's a right wriggler. But I tell you what, it did make me think. Me and my brother had a really weird stage when, pretty much when I was 21 and he was 18, we slept together for about a year. Like, we used to watch DVDs, and then it was this really weird moment. But it was like in a big double bed and that. And it was kind of all totally harmless, but we suddenly went, this is a bit weird, isn't it? But we both realised we were kind of a little bit lonely and a bit freaked out. And I think it's because he's got epilepsy and he didn't want to sleep on his own. So it's this really odd moment. But then, you know, I got a girlfriend, I had to turf him out. So you've never had that relationship with a younger or an older brother, have you?
Oh, I haven't got one.
But if you had one, do you reckon you'd sleep with him?
No.
You had to do it. You had to crush that. You couldn't have gone, yeah, that's fine. That's normal.
Yeah, but I don't believe that. You know me, man.
Oh my God. What happened then? I know you, man. I thought I knew you until you said, you know, do you want a doobie? Sweet Jesus.
I can't believe I just said that.
Go on, what was your point going to be, man?
I don't even think I had one.
Oh, shoot, fella. Shoot, fella. What is it?
Oh, that's tickled me.
Yeah.
I'm a man of my word. That's what I meant to say. I meant to say, you know me, Russell. I'm a man of my word.
And you said-
it came out, you know me, man.
Nice. John said that somebody had tried to pull him into a sex shop.
Sex show in Soho. I was trying to walk to the gig in Soho, and they physically grab you now and tell you that there's breasts inside
It's
there.
incredible, isn't it? You could just imagine John. Who is trying to pull you? Who's seeing you? Saying, look at that man with his complicated, heavy eyes strolling through Soho. What he needs is some titties. And
Yeah.
fast. No!
Think of the bacteria on their hands as well.
Exactly.
You have to have a shower and you can't. Oh, what a filthy place Soho is.
She's like that, pulling off her panties.
This is off the back
She's
of...
pulling off her panties and bra and begins to dance. Health and safety! Oh, yeah.
Is that Aqua di Gio I can smell?
Oh,
Health
you'll-
and safety.
You'll slip and fall. You'll slip and fall.
Yeah. Heels on a podium.
Oh, daft, daft, daft. Put these hush puppies on. Don't worry, I got them at a gig. I'm doing very well.
Oh, he never forgets.
No, I don't.
That's off the back of Charlotte, who texts in to say, sorry to correct you. I assume this
What's
is how
going
she
on?
talked.
Right, yeah.
Sorry to correct you, John. But Microsoft have
Chris
had...
Tarrant.
Microsoft had that typing correction feature since Word 97. It's not that, Charlotte. I know about that.
He knows about
It's
that.
another thing. And she says Soho is a lovely place. It's not. It's horrible. It stinks.
It's pretty manky.
Rank, horrible, festering dirt.
When I go down escalators, I get really nervous. This is from Ella Akuri. She says, as I get on them and I have to almost jump just in case I get one foot on the floor and the other one going down the escalator. With you there. Hi, here's my Am I Normal from Richard Hickson. If I drive over a cigarette that's just been discarded, I brace myself for an explosion because I think it's going to ignite my fuel tank. That's a fair point. Everyone's
do
like that. That's horrible, isn't it? Everyone's been there. When it just flickers out, you go, oh, God! Oh.
It looks really cool when you're driving at night and someone flicks
Yeah,
a
it
cigarette
does,
out the window
yeah.
and all the sparks come off it.
Yeah. But you
Looks
do
really
get terrified.
cool.
Great show, Richard in Bedfordshire. I think I've high-fived him.
Bedfordshire.
Bedfordshire.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
I lived there for a bit.
Just on the Earth's crust.
Nice.
Thanks.
See what
Thanks.
you've done there.
He wants to get himself a yeast infection.
Goodness.
Dirty woman on the train.
Dirty woman now. She's a dirty woman.
I've been spotted.
Have
I've never
you?
been spotted before.
I've seen you.
Well, you've seen me, yeah.
Yeah.
John, I'm sure I saw you at Full Mooners at the old fruit market last night.
Why have you given her that voice and you've given Charlotte, who disagreed with you?
Because I like
hello.
Claire, and
Yeah.
Charlotte is a pedant.
See,
and I can't abide pedantry.
No, you can't, exactly. You don't want your underlings learning from you. Go on.
I was there. I wasn't even on, though.
Spotted at Full Mooners. They're wonderful. You should go down. It's every Thursday at the Comedy Store. Very good. Although John hated it.
It was the Glasgow one. I was too tired. I didn't really get it.
Oh,
It
that's
was going on very late.
Yeah, it does. It starts at 12. It's ace, though. Full Mooners! It's very good. Now, we're doing Am I Normal? There's a really good one in the news, right? Fussy eater Martin Sad, great name, has only ever eaten packet food for the last 30 years because he's petrified of catching germs off fresh grub. This is your brother, I think, John. He buys pre-wrapped ready meals and sweets, but he won't touch fruit or veg, and he refuses to eat out with his friends in case they sneeze on his plate. Wow.
Fruit's wrapped. Bananas are wrapped
Yep.
in peel.
Well, maybe you can sort him out.
Oh, I got really angry at the story in the paper this week about...
Really?
It went, Britons throw away a third of their food.
Bum, bum, bum.
And then when you read it, actually, they count, like, tea bags and stuff. And half of what we throw away is inedible, so actually it's a sixth.
You don't eat a tea bag?
Really tired of newspaper stories just winding people up, just going, oh, God, everything's broken. And you read it and you go, actually, it's not.
Cyclical, though, isn't it? Always the same. That's the same if you read the news, always the same. We were commenting on this the other week when we were discussing Trident late night, weren't we?
Yeah, well, we do these things.
We do.
That's for our other show.
Yeah.
We write Newsnight.
We do.
Not a lot of people know that.
Yeah, we do. It's really good. I design his ties as well on Newsnight.
Yeah, you do, like, I write his political opinions,
Yeah.
Paxmo, and you, like, the bits where Paxman looks at the camera and goes, tell you what, I do love Rice Krispies. You write those bits, don't you?
That is me, yeah, I do that. And
Come on, did you order me a box of Rice Krispies?
that would be great. If it's a bit like that bloke off of Anchorman, if he just reads what's put in front of him. That would be great. Oh, what would you get Paxman to say? That'd be fantastic.
I don't know.
Are you pulling my turkey? Stop pulling my turkey. Go on then. What are the Am-I-Normals?
Am I normals? Before, I will do Erica's, because I went to read it before. And
Let's do Erica, yeah.
interrupted. Before I go to bed, I must decide what I'm going to wear the next day.
Are you, before we do this, are you going to...
That's twice you've interrupted Erica now, and I can't help but feel she's had enough of it.
Listen, Erica, I'm sorry about this. John, do you want to tell the listeners, because we've got some first-time listeners today, the relationship you have with the word Erica?
I used to be in love with Erica Eleniak, who played Shawnee in Baywatch.
How did this love manifest itself?
I put posters of her on my bedroom ceiling.
But no further, surely.
Do you want me to say I used to kiss my pillow and pretend it was Erica Eleniak?
A little bit. But you didn't do this all the time, did you? Because when you were 6, you had important things such as...
The business?
The business. What business would that be, John?
The post office.
Which ran where?
Under my bed.
Carry on with the email.
Oh, I can't believe I lost that. How did I lose that? You
You're not
you
losing.
eat mud. You still eat mud.
You've enriched the nation. I eat mud. That's a fantastic insult, that. Again, we should give that to Paxman. If he loses an argument, well, you eat mud!
Yeah.
You eat mud!
Dirt mouth.
Exactly. Putty dirt mouth, mud eater.
Eddie. Oh, Erica.
Oh, you had a thing for Eddie Large. Sicko.
Yeah. Oh, God, a horrible little enlarged joke came in my head then, but I let it go. Before she goes to bed, Erica, she decides what she's going to wear the next day, and she puts the clothes on her chair. Often, she says, it gets tricky, because if the weather changes overnight, or if she's in a bed she didn't expect, she can't go back on her clothes decision.
Oh, that's madness.
That's the world we live in, mate.
That's what if you find yourself in monsoon season, and you've settled upon a bikini, and it's very wet outside.
Yeah,
You look
exactly.
Like a right fool.
And I think monsoon season is hitting Torquay this week.
Is that where it's from?
So you better watch out.
Yeah, well, you've won that. That's how it works.
Yeah, boom. There are a lot of sleep ones. Hannah says, before I go to sleep, I have to flip all 4 of my pillows over 3 times, because from somewhere I've got the strange idea that they need to be aired. This has to be done, even if I'm half asleep and can barely move.
Nice.
That sounds like it's going to be a skit from Saw 4.
Oh, I'm not watching it.
Oh, well, I'm going to put that on tonight at the dinner party and make you do a wee in your pants.
Well, I'll shave your back.
Right, well,
Yeah.
that'll learn me.
Yeah, that's my comeback.
Yeah.
I eat mud, I'll shave your back.
Yeah.
Wolf.
I haven't got a really
You've been
hairy
raising
back.
kids?
No. If I did, though, God,
Yeah, flipping hell.
they are going to suffer. Oh, I hope I am all right with my kids.
You'll be
I
fine.
really do worry that if I have kids and they're rubbish at stuff, I'll be very intolerant of that.
You will be. You'll start calling them Russell. What? But my name's Jane.
Alice,
Who the...
she says, whenever I walk up or downstairs, I have to count them and get very annoyed if there isn't an even number of steps.
Oh, backward. Next.
I frequently email radio stations with nothing to say. Am I normal?
Hey, lovely.
That's a joke, and that's from Stu in New York.
Oh, really?
He's probably going to listen to the show and then go over to the Central Park
Yeah, exactly.
and rollerblade and
Exactly
then
that. Yous guys-
invade a country.
You guys want to go play stick ball? Just got to email the Russell Howard Jon Richardson show. There we go. I'm from New York. Oh, I was nearly there on that, and then I fucked up when I had to say Jon Richardson.
Yeah, it's a hard name, isn't it? It's a horrible name.
John Richardson.
Yeah, you are riffing.
Hey, have you seen that Jon Richardson when he wears his wedding dress? Oh my God, he loves them, doesn't he? Huh? Oh my God. Yeast infection.
He's a Scott Papuro.
Yeah, I did.
When reading at night,
Go on.
I have to stop on a page with a 6 in the page number. If the page number contains like 64, I can go to sleep content.
That's madness.
That's from Rosie, who says, I saw Russell in Telford and lent him my pen, and as yet I have not received it back, and I'm very disappointed.
Keep then. That pen is off to a better life.
Yeah? Is it a good pen, is it?
I've lost it, mate.
Oh.
It's interesting she can stop at 6 because I'm reading The Time Traveller's Wife at the minute, which is a phenomenal read. And it's a real page turner. There's no way you could. How could you do that if you kind of go, well, I'll stop it there? But surely, if the book is good enough and it's enticing you in, how can your OCD make yourself go, no, that's enough for me?
Well, you've got to stop at some point, though, haven't you?
You've got to stop when your brain can take no more.
I can only stop at the end of a chapter.
Can you actually do that, though?
What?
You can't think, oh, I need to start it again, and then you think, oh, I'm too tired, I'll stop now.
No, you can't just stop in the middle of a page. What if you forget and read a word twice? Ooh, what would you do?
Just read it.
I was furious this week.
Go on.
Little surprise, everyone. I was chilled out all week, and
Hang
then
on a
all
minute.
of a sudden I got livid.
When were you last happy? What made you angry? When were you last happy?
I was last happy. I think I've been happy fairly recently. Within the last month, I've been happy. I'm happy in my house. I'm happy in my new house.
Right. And what
Watched Fantastic Four the other night. Rubbish film, but I didn't mind because Sky Plused it.
It's got your wife in it, and all, isn't it?
Yeah, she's not very good in it though.
No, she's
Rubbish film.
Now, what annoyed you this week?
I read the top 10 books that people haven't finished,
Yes, I saw that.
and The
Fascinating.
Alchemist was in it. I couldn't believe it. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, which is about 200 pages long,
Yeah.
and it's an incredible book,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Well, I'll be honest. So you really sold it to me, and I went through it.
Yeah, well, I was short of money at the time.
Lovely. And I get this. Who are you? I dream one day of being funny. I should take you under my wing, young Padawan. But I remember reading it, thinking it's the awkward thing when somebody that you admire has told you to like a book. You really try and like it, and I was going, I don't really get it. And then I read it a couple of years later and thought, oh no, it is actually quite good. But it's
You've got to
amazing.
read it at the right time. All Coelho's books, you've got to read them at a certain time of
Yeah.
life for them to mean anything to you. Otherwise, they're a little bit artsy-fartsy.
What was the other one? It was the one about Vernon Godlittle, which is a brilliant book as well. It's
Right.
great.
I've not read that.
People hadn't finished that, and
Beckham's autobiography, well, that's fair enough.
yeah, but there were a lot of sporting biographies that
Yeah.
haven't been done. But there was a really interesting yesterday about the top 10 footballers' books as well. Ariane Dejoux from Portsmouth. What's his favourite?
Go on.
The Gruffalo. That's pretty fun. A no-nonsense defender. He likes that.
Someone put down, like, when the gorilla came to tea or something, didn't they?
I think that's Jermaine Pennant or something like
Right.
that. No, it isn't. That's Wayne Bridge.
Right.
But Jermaine Pennant had quite a foot. Jens Lehmann had the Kite Runner, which is quite a famous book, I think.
Right.
But it's just interesting to see what they get up to. Because I remember, it's that depressing thing a few years ago, I remember saying to my friend John Oliver, who's now on The Daily Show and is very funny, I've read this new book, it's really good, right? And this was a few years ago, and he's like, what is it? And he goes, it's called The Da Vinci Code, it's a real page turner. And I was kind of into it. And I really enjoyed it. Before it got really kind of, everyone went, oh my God, Da Vinci Code. And you feel like an absolute oaf for kind of going, yeah, I quite enjoyed it. Read it on holiday. I did it in about 2 days. It was all right. And John went, like 2 days after I said that, went, you know that book you quite enjoyed? I went, yeah. And he showed me, there was an article in the paper, the Chelsea football team had set up a book club, and they were all reading the Da Vinci Code, and Frank Lampard was there reading it, and you go, yeah, well, and it's just so awkward when you think, I'm reading the same stuff as Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
How awkward's that? So what was the thing that made you unhappy then? That was just...
That was it, The Alchemist. But then, I thinking about it, it's more... I think The Alchemist is the sort of book you buy for other people, and that, therefore, is probably why. I think a lot of people buy The Alchemist for people, because when you read it, if it makes you feel something, you want other people to feel that. So you buy it for them. And, like, autobiographies are up there because you get them for Christmas and stuff. You're never really into them.
Frank Skinner's autobiography, possibly one of the best. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well worth the read. Do you know when I was last happy?
Go on.
You got to lift this morning.
Don't. Just don't bother.
We've had a bit of a slam here from Cy in Bristol. Chucking your fag butt is the opposite of cool, only worsened by the filthy somethings who dump their ashtrays in the gutter. Standards, boys, standards. Other than that, enjoying the show. Cy in Bristol.
Sorry, can't work out if it. Every email that comes in from Bristol now, I'm dubious of, because I was a nasty man. There was a nasty man who called me a sausage.
Did he?
He was from Bristol.
Was he? Really?
Yeah.
Why don't we go out looking for him?
He comes to Jesters.
Does he really?
Maybe we'll have a show down there. I'm there this week.
Oh, listen to
I'll take
you.
him down.
Yeah, he's got spotted. Hi Ross, I'm totally obsessed with anything to do with the number 24, Colin in Dumfries.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Only 17 in his text. If he was totally obsessed, he would have sent in 24.
Yeah.
Slam Colin in Dumfries.
A good job there wasn't, because I think you counted up to 17 and then you got stuck.
Yeah, I did. Someone get this mud out of my face, please. This is from Matt in Stoke Newington. I like to read newspapers from back to front. I would like to do this with books, but have found the technique non-transferable. Japanese books. Slam. Next. Why not use the...
Sorted.
Exactly. Wallop.
Thank you.
Why not just use the grill? That's from Clackers.
I can't be doing with that. I ain't got time.
Can't be doing the grill.
I ain't got time for that.
No time for that.
Oh, this is something. See, we've got very London-centric because we do this show from London. It says, a nice day. This is from Jenny, not Vicky, the teacher in York. 3 kisses. You can have that, Neil. Take that home. Adam's had loads, but you can have that. Right. Where do you want it? Where do you want the kiss?
Left cheek.
You've got it. Cheers, Fat Jenny. A nice day, she says. It snowed
Did
here.
you say cheers, Fat Jenny?
No, I didn't. Cheers for that, Jenny. Don't you dare. Right, we're in the lift. And
No.
He says...
You can't.
You listen, right? It says, a nice day. It snowed here earlier, now it's raining. And I'm marking. No etceteras, though. Jenny. So it's not all...
She's marking. Does that
Yeah.
mean she's got eczema or she's a teacher?
Well, we were in the lift earlier. This is for you, Jenny. Have you got any more?
It's snowing elsewhere.
It is, John. Well done. And
Just
now...
call me Michael Fish.
And now the vague weather. Yeah, it's probably awful out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got my belt on. Look, I like my belt.
What's your Am I Normals?
Yeah, I've got my belt
Yeah,
on.
I know. It keeps shining. It's horrible because the sun's glinting through. It looks like you're trying to catch my attention.
Sorry, I'll take it off.
With your nice, with your Ben Sherman belt for a left field scuzzy. He's an half dressed like a, Anyways,
A left field scuzzer.
that's what you have yourself down as. Come on.
That's what you have me down as.
I'll have
Hi,
you.
John and Russell.
Hi.
No H in John, thanks.
Thanks for
Every day I get the bus to college, and on the way I always have to make an origami crane out of the bus ticket.
Same here.
You can't make origami cranes. You eat your bus ticket, and you know you do. You eat it as it comes out, like that scene in Lady and the Tramp when the 2 dogs are eating the spaghetti.
Yeah.
You eat your bus ticket out of the machine as it comes out.
We're in the lift, and John says to me,
Every day I get the bus to college, and on the way I have to make an origami crane. If I finish the crane before reaching my destination, I make up scenarios in my head about people finding my little cranes. One of these is that the bus driver is creating an art installation out of a really big crane made up of my little cranes, which I find and then become famous.
wow.
That's a whole realm of Am I Normal?
Oh, I like that. We just had a text here. It's fairly weird. Hi, John. Sarah B here. Should I bring a towel for James and I to your house? Bow now.
I've got towels.
Are they staying over?
I think so, yeah.
Gang bang!
We're just going to have some wine.
Gang bang!
You're going to be there.
Oh, I'm not involved in a gangbang, am I?
Inadvertently.
I won't need this mud. Carry on.
Hey, Russell, I thought I was normal. I thought all these quirky compulsions were things that happen to other people.
Bloody
But
hell.
I realised on the way home work that I'm afflicted too.
What's
I
he got?
decided to give Christine a Bristol accent. I feel obliged to stare at people who are on their mobile phone when they're driving and say, they're on their swear word mobile phone, enunciated very precisely to compensate for their lack of ability to hear me. Ultimately, it might not be a good idea to distract them even further. This is the debate I'm in at the moment. I want to blast my horn when I see people on their mobile phones. But then if they swerve and have a crash, is it my fault for distracting them, or is it them for driving on their mobile phone?
It's no one's fault at all. What we need to do is we need to modify your horn so that it tells people what they're doing wrong. So
Right, I'm going to need a lot of horns.
We're going to set one for... When you see someone you quite like.
Off the phone, dickhead.
That's another one. And another one go...
Lovely day, everybody.
Yeah.
That's just...
I need a generic one for society.
Whoa, society. You're getting on my tits.
I can be that one.
Right. Well, we'll have these made up.
Mine will be... Oh, look at this. I'm driving. Whoa.
Look out, here I come. I shall probably crash into you in a minute. I shouldn't mind. I'm looking at the floor for some reason. I'm just bored.
That's my first one. My second one is... Ha.
Lonely, aren't I?
Oh, there was no need for that. I have a good time.
You're happy as Larry at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm
I can
enjoying
tell
the show.
because we don't speak.
Oh,
He hasn't called me in a week. In case you're wondering, Jon Richardson, I got spotted at Glasgow.
Sock.
When I get a salad from a supermarket and get those collapsible plastic forks, I never use them. I just nick the supermarket's metal forks from their cafes. But I keep the plastic fork because I feel it would be a waste to throw it away, and also for a later date it might come in useful, but it never does.
Thieving bitch.
I also keep... Oh dear. I also keep run-down batteries just to be sure there's not a little bit of charge left in one, and I always plan to sit down one day and go through them all systematically to check them. I do that. I've got a drawer in my office full of old batteries and elastic bands.
Have you?
I don't think I've ever used an elastic band. I have
Well, not to
actually
ping-
for sorting my pens out in my pen drawer.
I thought
I've
you were
got them
gonna
all in categories and they're held together by elastic bands.
I thought you were going to say to ping it at somebody, an intruder, but no, it's the wrap around your fence.
No, intruders are getting the feel of my cuff.
Right, that's, is that what you're calling it now?
Good luck getting in though, double glazed UPVC.
It's weird, Dad. We had a lovely text in here, email actually, from Dave Rowe.
What, Dave?
Right, Dave. It goes, but it's just on the subject of best book I've ever read. Which,
yeah.
There's no better thing to text in. It's The Ginger Man by J.P. Donlevy. It's an uproarious, rip-snorting Gaelic romp reminiscent of Whittle and I, a proper story in it, he says, which is lovely because he's always put a proper story in it because he's got a little bit freaked out that he might be appearing too intellectual. But you don't need to do that, mate, not with us. We're proper intellectuals and that, know what I mean?
I didn't go for Whitnell and I.
And the rest of the email goes, say hello to my ma, she's in Egypt. Hello, Dave's mum, how you doing?
She's in Egypt.
She's in Egypt, John.
She's in Egypt.
Yeah.
All right.
Which, the country, I don't mean she's like, you know, a full-on lesbian having an affair with some lady called Egypt, as you're making out. Sicko. It's his mum, mate.
Yeah.
Mother's
I never touched her. Belter feedback.
Oh, yeah, we've had one as well, actually, from Emma Wilkinson. John's belter is a little strange this week, but I did like it. Smiley kiss. Love, not L-U-V. Emma Wilkinson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kisses. I'll take one. We'll all take one. And then, John, you can have 2, because she calls you the lovely John and does a little smiley face.
There's one left, that's only 5. I'll keep one for next week.
Yeah.
You never know when they're going to dry up.
Yeah, put them in your back pocket.
We've got one from Angela and Tony, though.
Ooh,
They've sent us a kiss.
Have they?
So technically that counts as 2, or they're kissing us at the same time.
Gang bang! Bring them to the meal. I bet that would really put it off if you were kind of mid orgy and you just got excited and yelled out "gang bang." Everyone would get out.
Yeah.
You're not taking this seriously.
Yeah.
That's
probably what happens.
Have you got Jaffa cakes? Oh, come on, lighten up, everyone.
Yeah.
Go on, carry on.
I'm doing a fondue. Don't you sully my fondue by talking this filth talk at dinner. I've got lovely red wine and everything this
Have
week.
you? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to get sozzled.
Angela and Tony.
Yeah.
They thought the belter was fantastic.
It was.
Thanks for the joy. Pleasure.
Not a problem.
We might even get a Proclaimers album, you know?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
You're selling Proclaimers.
Yeah, so I want a cut of that.
You
Boys, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll send you 50p.
How far would you be willing to walk for that cut?
499 miles.
Wallop.
Good choice of song, John. The Proclaimers don't get enough radio play. Let John choose more music, says Amy.
Well, that's a fair point, Amy, but it will end up with Hakuna Matata 59 times.
Oh, I'm not really into that.
Really?
Nah,
That's
boring, innit? Means no troubles, blah, blah, blah. Living in a dream world, warthog.
You are. It's nice to. That comes up a lovely image of you shouting at a warthog there, a cartoon warthog.
Nonsense. There's a reason why he bloody died, right?
He needed to learn how to become a king,
Yeah,
right?
don't we all?
Yeah, we do.
Right, Am I Normals?
Nope.
Donna in Crewkern. Who used to play rugby against Crewkern, very violent. I hate to make my bed, she says,
Same here, love.
but can't get into an unmade bed, so end up making the bed just seconds before I then get into it.
Oh, that's mental.
That is a bit weird, that,
that's
isn't it?
genuinely touched.
I love making my bed.
Yeah, you do.
You get up in the morning and then you look at it and it's all finished.
I know. You videoed yourself doing it and
Yeah,
watched
I
it
did.
over and over, didn't you?
Yeah, I put it on YouTube in
Oh,
a
look
little
at-
pinafore.
That would be great. We should do some stuff like that. John About the House on YouTube. Oh, that would be fun.
Today, Stains. We're going to Russell's room.
I've got 2 stains on my bed. Do you know what they are? Earl Grey tea and Sheridan's liqueur. That's how rock and roll I am.
Yeah.
Living the dream.
Any other stains?
No, just the 2.
Anything you've hidden underneath your bed?
No.
Nope.
No. No, well, I've got a futon mattress and some old university documents and a lot of VHS that I just have no use for anymore. I've bought a DVD recorder to get them all on DVD. I can't work the Roddy thing. Donna in Crew Kern says she has to buy 2 copies of each book, one to read and one to keep in mint condition.
Oh, that's a great idea. I like the idea of that.
Yeah, and then you've got 2 you can lose.
Yeah, although I found mine today. How cool was
You
that?
did.
I was right chuffed. I saw 1984 by George Orwell. I went, that's mine.
Yeah.
Put it in my bag. Have that for later. Wow. Listen to this. Put the mockers on Harvey, you wicked beast with 2 backs.
Yeah, he didn't have a good one there because of you.
And Oasis are a bag of something or other. Enjoy the swingers fondue. Whoa.
Well, that's an angry man, woman.
Talking of which, are you making the chicken and chickpea dish tonight? I made it this week and it got a big thumbs up from everyone. That's from Jenny, 2 kisses.
Nice.
Sorry, Neil.
Oh, you're having both of them, are you?
Yeah, no, I'm not having both. You've
Right.
got one in your pocket. Me and Adam are sharing that.
Oh, we've got a lot here. Hang on.
Go on.
1, 2, 3. I can't even count them there. 2. There's about 12 there.
Flipping hell.
You can have all of them, Neil.
Yeah, there you go. Knock yourself out.
Yeah, you want to be careful. Don't have them all at once.
Health and
knows
safety.
what'll happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant song. Cracking.
What was that email we had in?
Yeah, that's from Claire in Birmingham.
You going to do her voice?
I was ever so happy this week to download the Russell Does John sound bites from 6 Music Mobile.
Go on.
Accordingly set my I got bored of it.
Yes, fine.
It's depressing, isn't it, being from Birmingham?
Hey, come on. Don't be like
I
that.
love Birmingham.
It's a great... It's depressing in it being from Birmingham.
Well, I did a
love
joke, and then I
Birmingham.
thought I better justify that I actually do really like Birmingham. I
Yeah.
nearly moved there. It was just a little bit too far away.
Yeah, Swindon.
Yeah, he's in the middle of everything.
You went to Swindon.
Yeah.
Carry on. Oh, yeah.
You're coming to Swindon this afternoon, so
Yeah.
you better watch out.
Yeah,
you better say nice things. I'm telling you now, even if you don't like it, you better say nice things.
Well, you know me, John, well enough to know that when I arrive at your house, I will act up.
Yeah. Well, don't get mess on me carpets.
I will put my mess everywhere.
Claire says she downloaded the noises we put up last week.
Oh, yeah, we've got some of them here. Is
Have
there any
we?
way of... Do you reckon you can... Go on, carry on with the email.
We put noises up that you can download and have as your text message noise and stuff on your phone.
Yeah.
And Claire says she set the "people need to die" as her text message received
Yeah.
function.
Which I think goes...
Don't worry, I'm doing all right for myself.
Not that one. That might be that one there. This is great radio. Da, da, da. Can we get it?
Don't worry, I'm doing all right for myself.
That's the one. I'm not that skilled.
Don't talk to me about anything other than
Not
food.
that one. Maybe that one. Oh, God, here we go. It's all right, John. Stay with me.
People need to die.
That's the one. Right, read it again. Slick. So...
Claire Spencer has died of old age.
Oh,
but
no.
before she died, she sent this email.
Don't talk to me.
Oh,
about
wrong one. God.
She put the "people need to die." Have you got it?
Yes, I have.
Right. She put that as her text message tone.
Yep.
So that when she gets a text message, that comes out.
Which is quite nice, quite funny. Oh, I've got a text, look.
People need to die.
Oh, that's from my friend.
Yeah. Unfortunately, she says, you can't really control the onset of popularity, and just as the fire alarm went off in my building and we all trundled down the stairs, my pocket announced that people need to die to the entire alarm stairwell.
People need to die.
She screams as they're running away from a fire.
I thought, is someone eating tuna fish?
John, carry on with the
I
email.
can smell tuna fish.
John, eyes down.
She says, I thought about explaining myself, but opted instead for the much easier, polite confusion. Just thought you'd like to know, and I hope similar chaos has been felt throughout the land.
Lovely.
You'll be able to download. I think you can still get those noises.
You can get them here.
People need to die.
Oh, that one
Don't
there.
talk to me about anything other than food. Don't worry, I'm doing all right for myself. Cash in hand.
Those are all impressions I've
We'll
done.
put all your noises on, because you're going away, aren't you?
I am. I'm
You're
off to
abandoning.
I'm not abandoning. I'll be back. Don't worry. I'm going to Australia for 2 months, and I'm going to be sort of doing bits and pieces from Australia down the wires, isn't we?
Yeah, travel blog.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. John will be holding.
He'll
the
get
fort.
bored of that, so check out the first few, and then you just make something up.
and then I'll be off. I'm going to Melbourne. How cool's that? Next week.
Yeah,
It's the last one.
yeah.
It'll be such fun though. You can help me pack my bag. Do you fancy that?
No.
Okay. Right. Let's have. Hey.
Snorkels, mud. Will they have mud in Australia? Not the mud I like.
Not the mud I like.
like tasty mud.
Yeah, that's right. Because I need my mud. That's the thing. Right. Once you got used to eating mud, you need your own. Right. This is a song. How fun is this? Called "I Am John" by a band called Lonely Deer. Now I don't know how it starts, but I would be so delighted if it opens with.
I woke up in my garden in Swindon, surrounded by the furniture I bought on my credit card.
I read this week that Swindon, the name Swindon comes from den of swine, which means a pig pit.
Oh, lovely stuff. Nice. As my nan, that's a phrase my nan always says, like every Christmas rapidly. She says that me and my brother are mucky pups, and then she says, "You're worse than pigs." And then she sort of corrects herself and goes, No, actually. Pigs is cleaner than you lot. Pigs is cleaner has now become her catchphrase. We've had a lovely text here from somebody saying, "Hey, loving the show as always. I was wondering, Russell, if John has a MySpace page, as I'm sure that many people would like to be his friend in an attempt to raise his profile." He doesn't need raising. Cat's doing all right, isn't you? But there's a link on the Six Music page, and it's, what is it?
myspace.com/Jon Richardson Comedy.
Sweet, there you go.
I got invited to join the Jon Richardson Appreciation Society this week, which I think might be the most arrogant thing I've ever done.
Did you say yes?
Yeah, I did too. What are we doing? Are you looking at me or am I looking at you?
I've got a funny news story that's about drunk people.
Have you? Let's hear a funny news story.
A German man has been arrested. Thank you very much.
People need to die.
Whoa, John, I'm just telling stories. So there's a German man has been arrested after he climbed... That's what we're going to do in Australia, isn't it? When I go to Oz, John's manning the fort. The show, as John pointed out to me just between songs...
You made it sound like the bloody show's ended, you prick.
I said exactly that.
I said, whoa there.
He went, "You're not getting any food later at the dinner party."
And I said, oh...
You've asked for double food, haven't you, greedy bum?
Don't tell them. They might be listening, mate.
Right.
We've already got a veggie coming round and you ain't happy about it and I'm not happy about it. It's not act like we're delighted. She's bringing a towel.
Yeah,
I mean-
she don't need a towel. I've got some in my airing cupboard.
Or as you call it, the sitting room. Anyways, yeah.
Do your funny news story.
Right, a German man has been arrested after he climbed into an emergency post box for unwanted babies whilst drunk. Heinrich Muller, 28, slid down the chute and ended up in an emergency incubator, triggering alarms amongst medical staff. But instead of having another unwanted newborn baby, they found Muller smoking a cigarette. He then fell asleep as staff worked out how to get him out of the incubator at the hospital in Dortmund. Now, the reason I like this story is there should be chutes for adults when you find yourself in a pickle. That's what I read from this story. Like 10 times max in your life when you find yourself, you've had a right... you're in trouble, essentially. There should be a chute that goes, right, just come in here and we'll sort you out. You land, and then you've got 9 more, and you get looked after by, like, a sort of, man or a woman. Say that, right, back to the wolf girl. She's in trouble, and she's like,
Is she?
Yeah, she's in real trouble.
Oh, no.
She's like, I'll miss the train. I'll just...
Oh?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, how annoying. And then she nips in the chute. I'd like a chute.
Yeah?
10 times. I think that's a fair system.
Yeah.
Have you ever found yourself in that position where you've needed to leap into a chute?
I think you'll learn a lot more by facing your problems.
Ah, listen to you. That's what they'll have. They'll get the wrong chute.
So, giving up, have you, you loser?
What? I was told this was really comforting. Oh, I'll show you comfort. Pass me my paddle. This bloke needs spanking. I bet you're a spanker, aren't you? I bet you do. Yeah.
Where's that come from?
Just I looked at your eyes then. I said spank. And
My
I said,
dead eyes.
Yeah, and they came alive for a second when I said spank. There they go again. Look. Ah, creep. That's your fetish, isn't it? We didn't find out what it was a few weeks ago.
Yes, it's spanking.
And cheesecake.
Spanking cheesecakes.
Right, what have you got?
I'll wrap a few things up. Someone's had a pop about all that hummus stuff's come back again. Says you can pronounce it how you like, but you can't. You pronounce it my way or you're wrong.
Yep, dealt with.
Just to wrap that one up.
Welcome to the shoot. What happened? Oh, it's just a bit weird. I had a bit of an Insta with hummus.
Get out! It's hummus.
At least a nice email to do towards the end.
Spanking later.
From Lucy. It says, "Hi,
People
Russell."
need to die.
Whoa, John.
I interrupted myself then.
Yeah.
Didn't really work, did it?
All right.
Hi, Russell and John.
Hey, John, did you give any money to Comic Relief?
People need to die.
Oh, John. What's your game?
Oh, dear. Are we doing this email or should we just sit in time?
No, go on.
I'm not going to do it.
No, read the email. Don't get like this.
Someone just emailed in and says, blah, blah, blah.
What does
Russell?
it say? No.
It says, it's from Lucy. It says, I was listening to you. Don't you reach for those buttons. If you press that again, we're going to have a big falling out and you'll be going to Australia quicker than you thought.
Yeah, what, are you going to send me to Australia?
From my boot. I'll kick you there, young man.
Go on then.
Oh, look at you with your greasy, muddy fingers all over the buttons.
Dinner.
I feel sorry for the music week.
Yeah.
I was listening to your show on the Listen Again feature, which is a godsend since I'm usually doing my coursework in a mad rush when the show is actually on.
Crunch.
And I heard your comment about mums and how the nice ones should be government issued.
Yep.
And totally agree with you. I reckon if everyone had an awesome mum like mine or John's, then we'd all be well adjusted.
Hey, my mum's nice as well.
Yeah, but Yeah, she doesn't mention that, but she is, so alright, the
Yeah.
three of us.
Yeah.
She said, anyway, I just thought I'd email since it's Mother's Day, and it's a day devoted to how important mums are. Love the show, Lucy.
Well, a fantastic way of ending it.
Yeah.
Everyone, have a wonderful Mother's Day. Have a fantastic day.
Have a fat week.
Have a fat week indeed. We're off to John's dinner party. Should be fun.
Yeah.
And John, is that poison you're putting in our stew?
People need to die.
It's a little bit unfair.
BBC 6 Music.